Hey, good morning. It's Friday, January 20th. Later on this evening, after 10 o'clock, it's the summer solstice. So, the last day of spring, longest day of the year coming up. So, first full day of summer is tomorrow. Welcome back to Everyday Talk 24/7. I want to talk today about something that is probably on all of our minds, the tension that's going on in the Middle East. And there's debate. What's going to happen? Will there be United States intervention? Will there be a nuclear response? Will Israel come out victorious? Will Iran somehow pull off something amazing and stunning? We don't know, but God knows. And God is about bringing justice for his people. He's called three men for his purposes: Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Benjamin Netanyahu, and Donald Trump. These men are called by God to do his bidding, whether they're fully aware of it or not, because God has something in this current crisis that he wants to do, to bring honor to himself and to show us as humans we are in need of everything that God is about, and his wisdom and his ways. Let's turn to the book of Isaiah. This is a prophecy in Isaiah chapter 45 about Cyrus, king of Persia. The little trick here is Cyrus doesn't show up on the scene until 250 years later. But God is already calling him by name, just as he is calling Khamenei, Netanyahu, and Trump by name. This is what the Lord says. I'm going to read from verses 1 through 7 in Isaiah 45. This is what the Lord says to his anointed, to Cyrus. See, Cyrus wasn't interested in serving God, but he was anointed by God to do a particular purpose, just as Khamenei, Netanyahu, and Trump are anointed by God to do a particular purpose to bring honor to God. I don't know what that is yet, but God does. Listen to what he says here. This is what the Lord says to his anointed, to Cyrus, or any of those three names I just mentioned, whose right hand I will take hold of to subdue the nations before him, and to strip kings of their armor, to open doors before him so that the gates will not be shut. Skipping down to verse 4. For the sake of Jacob, my servant, of Israel, my chosen, I have called you by name. Khamenei, Netanyahu, Trump. I have called you by name, and bestow on you a title of honor, though you did not acknowledge me. I am the Lord, and there is no other. Apart from me there is no God. I will strengthen you, though you have not acknowledged me, so that from the rising of the sun to the place of its setting, men may know that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is no other. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create disaster. I am the Lord. I do all these things. The big takeaway here is I am the Lord, and there is no other. You see, on one hand, there is no moral high ground here. Yes, the Iranians, with their terrorist activities and rejection of human rights, have done devastating things. The Israelis live in opposition to the will of God. They defy him. They rely on their own strength. They disavow the person of Jesus Christ as their only hope. And in the United States, we call the name of God, we say. We're horrified at these other deaths, and yet tens of thousands of babies are slaughtered every year here. We trash God's name in terms of dishonoring marriage. We allow children to be mutilated. We educate as if there is no God, just the will of man. So there is no moral high ground to be won. But the honor of God is there, and he will have his name honored. For the sake of my servant Jacob, of Israel my chosen, I call you by name and bestow on you a title of honor. Remember, way back in Genesis, human history can be best understood in chapter 12, where God tells to Abram, those who bless you, I will bless. Those who curse you, I will curse. God has a purpose to build a kingdom here on earth where people come to God. And this whole business of life on earth is about people coming to God and bringing honor to his name. That's what life is about. And in this current conflict, we've forgotten that. The honor of God is not front and center here. We're not interested in saving lives. We're interested in honor. And I know there's plenty of debate about it. I'm not going to get into that. But we can't deny what's happening. Lives are being lost. Innocent lives are being lost. Civilians on both sides, all sides are being lost. And the defiant lifestyle continues. That's what God is calling us to deal with here. He's going to do things for the honor of his name. I call you by name, Khamenei, Netanyahu, Trump, and bestow on you a title of honor, though you do not acknowledge me. I am the Lord, and there is no other. Apart from me, there is no God. I will strengthen you, though you have not acknowledged me, so that from the rising of the sun to the place of its setting, they may know that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, there is no other. Hey, Echo. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create disaster. I, the Lord, do all these things. I don't know what prosperity or disaster will unfold in the coming days, but I do know that God is at work to honor his name. And he's put these three men in the center of this so that he will be honored. And he calls them by name to do his bidding. I'm praying that God will be merciful. But most importantly, I'm praying that God will bring honor to his name. And brothers and sisters, that's how we make sense out of this turmoil and chaos that's happening in the Middle East. Pray about these things. Pray for God's name to be honored. Don't pray for countries to win. Pray for God's name to be honored. And that's the thought for this June 20th, the last day of spring and the beginning of summer. And Lord willing, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Love your thoughts and feedback. Good day.